In learning about ways to break our addiction to oil, I heard about an energy-efficient computer chip factory that Texas Instruments was building in Richardson, Texas, just outside Dallas. What struck me was the claim that being green is not only good for the environment, but is great for business and can actually keep jobs in America. A few years ago, the top brass at Texas Instruments laid down a challenge.
I feel like a baker's.
Yeah.
If their design team could figure out how to build their newest chip factory for $180 million less than the going rate of $600 million, they would build it in Richardson. Otherwise, the factory and all its jobs was going overseas. Paul Westbrook is the Sustainable Development Manager for Texas Instruments.
The dirtiest thing in a clean room is the people.
Oh, the things I do for this newspaper, I tell you. It's like a glove. Let's go. Let's rock and roll. Let's go.
So this is the clean room production facility. This is the main room where everything happens. And you can see we're starting to put up the last.
Paul, what went through your mind when your bosses said, you don't take $180 million out of this building, it's going overseas? I hope you speak Chinese.
What I really thought was, are they crazy? I mean, that's one of those things that's so large, you can't even fathom it. We all just thought, it's like a bad dream.
So what was the first phone call you made to try to solve that problem?
Well, when we started talking about sustainable building on a large scale, through a couple of meetings, we said, we should do this design session with the Rocky Mountain Institute. We really excelled.
After a brainstorming session, the Texas Instruments design team figured out how to eliminate an entire floor of the factory. A huge energy saver.
The greatest innovation that we did on this project was to actually reduce the square footage.
Steve Penson is project director for the construction company.
Green is not necessarily solar panels, and it's not solar hot water heaters, and it's not wind farms. It is efficient use of the space and the resources that you're given on the project.
The innovations include how air is cooled and recycled naturally, allowing the elimination of huge industrial air conditioners. Bigger water pipes with fewer elbows reduces friction and lets them use smaller energy-saving pumps. These design breakthroughs in efficiency, among others, are starting a new trend.
Before we started this project, actually, probably 10% of the proposals that came into our door, the people asking for us to build projects, were green. Now, over half of the proposals that we see come in are green related.
In the end, the project exceeded the savings goal by $40 million. The total reduction in cost was $220 million, and that doesn't include the $4 million Texas Instruments will save every year on energy consumption just by designing efficiently.
We can compete, just do it differently.
Just do it. Shauna Sowell is Vice President of Worldwide Facilities for Texas Instruments.
Amazing things happen when people claim responsibility for creating the impossible. It generates new ideas, it generates passion, and we exceeded a goal that we thought was impossible. How exciting is that? And if you're a true competitor, there's nothing like winning.
But of course, that doesn't mean that competitors like China are losing. In fact, faced with a huge environmental challenge, the Chinese government has made sustainable development a top priority. Half the water in China's 7 largest rivers is useless today. 1/3 of the urban population breathes polluted air. Land for agriculture and living has been sharply diminished over the past 50 years. With so much pressure to become more environmentally sensitive, China is poised to become a major innovator of green technology.
There are 200,000 industrial design students in China, compared to 4,000 in the United States. So imagine 200,000 designers come into the marketplace designing products and systems. It's phenomenal. China is where the future will be defined.
Is it possible that a green China will pose a greater challenge than a red China ever did?